Okay, what's up, guys? Yeah, I just wanted to continue to talk about this narcissistic snitching. You know what I'm saying? That has been going on in my life since the time I was in fifth grade. You know, and dealing with a narcissist, um, it's really confusing, and understanding what's going on, you know, with these people. It really takes a psychological outlook, and you try to have to really understand what's going on in the mind of a rat. Okay, so if you were to look at a rat, and that being in the human form is a snitch, and somebody who snitches, and they're able to gain attention, okay, by snitching. And whenever your kids, they used to call this tattletelling, right? So somebody who would tattletale on somebody else, and then get attention by it. And I remember this happening, and somebody tattletelling on somebody, and everybody being like, why would you just tattletale like that? Now we all got in trouble, but they didn't care because they were able to gain attention from that. Okay, and so that's part of this the psychic vampire, this psychic vampirism. And even in a minor level like that, of tattletelling, you can start to understand how these people are able to gain energy. Okay, and so them gaining energy and tattletelling and sabotaging even their own selves. Okay, they would even sabotage their own selves to gain this attention. It's something that I don't really understand it or get, but man, you have to acknowledge it at one point and be like, man, these people got problems, but then trying to avoid that, is a whole nother issue itself. Okay, and that's a whole nother dilemma and a whole nother video in this case. But understanding the mind of a rat. Okay, so the rat, they don't have much going on in their life, if any or anything. They don't have any type of goals, ambitions. They have a lot of probably psychological issues, that relating to their family, their personal relationships, their parental upbringing, how they were raised. Were they raised with values? Probably not. Okay, and them not having any type of values, it leaves a void. Okay, and this void, it has to be filled in some type of way or form. And if they had goals, that could be filled with a goal. It could be filled with an agenda. It could be filled with anything. Okay, but it's not. So it has to be filled, and they want to fill it with your energy. Okay, and so they're able to gain attention by this. Okay, so and trying to understand this, like, what's the point in this? What's the point in them gaslighting? What's the point in them snitching? What's the point in them being a snitch? Well, they're able to gain attention. Okay, and then that fills this void that was missing in their life. Okay, and them being able to fill this void, it's beneficial to them because it fills them up. They have energy to feed off of, and that's your energy, that's your agenda, that's your goal. And so understanding just a little bit about the snitch, the mind of a rat. I'll probably have to continue, but I'm trying to keep these little videos under like 5 minutes. So understanding the mind of a rat, and the tattletale, saying, so you could probably even go back to the time that you were kids, this and that, and understand, like, why did somebody just tattletale on us, or whatever we did, we were talking, or whatever you were doing, and somebody went tattletaled on you, and everybody got in trouble. What I'm saying? Everybody got in trouble, even them. And trying to understand, like, why did they do that? and they didn't care because they were like, hey, I was able to gain attention from that, and so even understand that, that in that mindset and that little small little minor example would maybe start to understand it on a bigger level. Okay, so when you start to be adults, you know what I'm saying, and this happening, it really becomes a lifelong goal, okay, a lifelong agenda for these people, and they were able to get away with it because there weren't like really laws against gaslighting, okay. And so here later on, I'm going to start to get into some of the laws that are against electronic harassment, okay. So there's laws against electronic harassment, that these even the Freemasons are using. They're using electronic harassment to harass people, and they start gaslighting, they start tattletaling, they start using this, Freemason passwords on people, on other Freemasons, and let's all go against him, and this mumbo jumbo, but that's getting a rat off. Okay, that's psychologically getting a rat, the little rat huevos off. They're able to have this void filled. Okay, the void that was missing in their life, whatever that was, the family, the parental issues, the maybe abuse. Yeah, a lot of it is abuse. And it's a byproduct of abuse that they had. Growing up, and but they were able to tattletale and to snitch and to get attention, and that was their whole goal, was to get attention and to continue to get attention. So it's really a sick little mindset, and it's a byproduct of Luciferian. It's a trickle down from their god Lucifer, that they worship, and his sickness. So I don't know, I'm going to wrap this up, one up, what I'm saying, but understanding the mind of a rat and a tattletale. You got to avoid all that in those people.